let's see. Why does it say waiting for Leslie? I'm here.
I'm gonna stream with it for a minute.
Hey, you guys. I don't know why, but it's saying on mine. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Hold on one second, you guys. Hey, hey, hey. How is the video? Is it like pixelated or is it coming in clear? Hey, Candy. Hey, Matt. Hey, Layla. What's up, Carrie Ann, Kels, Brittany, Peach? I know I just missed somebody. My hair is a little funky, donkey. It's okay. All right, it's okay now. But when I first got on, it was looking a little crazy. So, you guys, I'm almost to 20,000 subs. How crazy is that? I'm like 10 away. That's crazy. When I started my channel, I definitely didn't think I would ever see 20,000 subs. Ever. Did you?
Yeah, I mean, I figured eventually, but honestly, not as fast as, I didn't think your channel was going to grow as fast as it did.
Honestly, when I started my stream, my channel, I read up on it and it was saying that it usually takes, like, on average, about a year to be monetized. So I was like, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, okay, I'm going to have to work really hard for like a year to be monetized. And it took me a month and a half. It took me a month and a half to be monetized, which was awesome. Hey, Wooden Eagle. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Michaela. Hey, Cindy. Thank you, Fairy Dusted. So, yeah, it took me like a month and a half to be monetized, which was really cool. But I can't see myself because of chat. But I still thought that it wouldn't, that, I don't know. I didn't think that it would be. I've been doing it for right at a year now. And then I had a few months where I really couldn't post. And I didn't post a lot because.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, babe. Thank you, Kales. Wooden Eagle, have you been posting lately? Because if so, I'm not being recommended. It's not showing up on my feed because I'm subbed to you and I'm not seeing that you've posted recently. Hey, Kelly. Thank you, Emily. So I haven't officially hit 20K yet. I'm like 10 away. So I figured that'll happen tomorrow because I usually gain, I definitely gain at least 10 subs a day. It's usually, I don't know, sometimes it's 50 a day. Sometimes it could be 100 a day. Sometimes it's 20 a day. But I usually always get at least 10 a day. So, the Wheel of Death spinning in their screen. Really? No. Anybody else getting that?
Just exit out and get back in. Close out of YouTube. That's
no videos, Wooden Eagle. Are you just taking a break? You're gonna come back, right?
What's up, Matt?
Hey, Misty.
Emily. Susan. Cindy.
Hey, Indy. Go out and try to come back in. What's up, Saline? Hola. So, yeah. You who my tutu. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, thank you, Kiki. Thank you for the super chat. Wynn's like, of course I'm going to be making more videos. I got way too much to say. That's awesome. Hey, Jessie Joe. That's awesome. I feel like you say it. I feel like you say what a lot of people think, too. Like, when I first started watching your videos, I was like, I think that's the way everybody feels. Just some people don't say it. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot's been going on lately. The Mika Stauffer situation. I done a video on that last night. Was it last night? Night before last? I don't know. He was asleep. Where is it spinning? Right in the middle, Matt? Post a screenshot in the post a screenshot in the group chat, Matt, of what it's doing.
Circle, the loading circle.
But can you watch it, or is it just steadily loading? Hey, Cheryl. So, I know Sherelle was live earlier with a stream about everything going on in the YouTube, in this particular section of the YouTube community. Hey, Crystal May.
Oh, she
Which is
made a video about all
She's
this?
live right now. Sherelle is.
Oh, she's making a video about all this junk.
She's live. Yeah, like with the Steve and the Katie and all that situation. So I'm not even going to speak on it too much because, hey, Kimmy, she just went off, really. I'm going to have to watch it, obviously. I do watch this stuff, but I don't like to publicly speak about it just because.
I want to watch it too.
Oh, she's off? Was it a good video?
She didn't say much.
She didn't say much. She said she could, yeah.
Imagine that.
But I'm not,
Appreciate it, Emily. I'm really tired.
yeah, he's tired.
I tried to make it.
Yeah. Well, we knew that she didn't. Her and KJ's had some issues. So that was kind of clear that she didn't, you know. Sherelle's World, she has like 200,000 subs. She's got a lot of subscribers. So, hey, Jennifer. And today, you guys, I have been uploading, like I started watching 90 Day Fiance. And let me tell you guys what happened to me. So I uploaded Jeffrey from 90 Day Fiance. I uploaded his IG live to my channel. And it done pretty well in views. Anything 90 Day Fiance related does really well lately. I uploaded like a few other streams related to 90 Day Fiance. Hey, Carbon. Is it Carbon?
What they say?
That's like a, it's like a, I think it's a bot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Carbon. Thank you. So I started uploading like stuff about 90 Day Fiance. And I uploaded Jeffrey's live stream from when he was in the bar. Which when I uploaded it, I was a little concerned. I was like, this may get a copyright strike due to the music in the background. Because I recognized several of the songs playing in the background. Oh, thank you, Susan.
Mama Mia, I get ignored on this channel.
I don't know. I try to say hey to everyone. Sometimes the chat moves fast, so I can't.
Yeah.
I do apologize for that, but the chat moves really fast, and I try to look at the screen more than this screen down here. Hope you have a good night, Mama Mia. But anyways, yes, Jeffrey struck my video. I was actually worried that the music would end up getting me a strike. Or not a copyright strike, but a copyright claim. Because like I said, back when I used to do like Jersey Shore and Floribama Shore and Teen Mom, the music would get copyright claims due to production companies would claim it. So I was kind of concerned about the music. And then I woke up today and Jeffrey struck my channel. He struck the video. So
they should record it on Instagram.
Well, it's an IG video. It's an IG video that he put on his channel. I have it on my channel. And IG lives are not protected by copyright. But considering that it's uploaded to his channel, it's now his content because it's on YouTube is protected by copyright. So, well, yeah, because his channel, as much as you know, he has a lot of followers on Instagram, I do believe, and he's on my 90 Day Fiance. His YouTube channel only has about 7,000 subscribers. So I was like, I'll put it on mine. I had people reach out to me asking me, hey, how can I find his channel? And I actually sent them the links to his channel so they could go to his channel as well. So it wasn't like I was just trying to like to keep people from going to his channel. Like I actually gave people links to his channel. I think it's even in the comment section, because I know I had a few people reach out to me through like Facebook, and then I think, oh, thank you, Nicole, thank you.
I agree, Emily. You'd think he'd want more publicity. I mean, but.
Oh yeah, Lori. Wayne Toops was playing in the background. One of my, I really love his music. What?
On what video?
On Jeffrey's Live.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wayne Toops was
playing in the background.
Yeah, Tupelo Honey was playing
Where's
in the
he
background.
from?
He's from Tennessee.
I didn't know people listen to him outside of Louisiana.
They do. I've seen Wayne Toops in concert at, well, not in concert. He performed at a festival down south that I went to years ago. And it was crazy because he does the festival like every year or something. And the year that we was there just so happened to be like the year that he was in jail. So like when he walked up on stage, they like took his handcuffs off and he performed. And I heard the money that he would have gotten paid to do that show, it went to charity.
Thanks, Conquering Addiction.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat, Nicole. I hope you're doing well.
It's crazy that, like, I ain't listened or thought about Wayne Toops in a long time, and then just the other day, it started playing randomly from a phone
For Kennedy's
on the
birthday,
truck.
we were outside for Kennedy's birthday, and it started playing.
When I came back, where did I go? Walmart?
Yes, Walmart.
So when I came back, you know, my phone was on random, and it started playing Wayne Toops. So when I pulled up for Kenny's birthday, we were playing it. Have you made that video?
Not yet. I have to edit it and stuff.
Yeah, so
On the Bass Chat channel. Yeah, it's gonna be on the background there. Which hopefully it don't get. I'll probably take the
background
audio out of that part. But I'm gonna be uploading a video from Kennedy's birthday to the Bass Chat in a few days. We took a lot of pictures and a lot of videos from the other day. Okay, Nicole, I'll check that. Yeah, what is the festival down there that's in like, it's close to Lafayette. It was a festival down south that we went to.
That big festival where they
it's
do
like
some
a sausage
chicken,
or pork or it's like
chicken. Oh man, what is that thing called? It's huge. And they do like this chicken dance or something. I don't know. I know somebody was real big into it. It's weird, but what was it called? Is that Kenny?
I think so.
Sounded like her.
At the Rice Festival?
No, it's not the Rice Festival. Not the one that I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I thought it was like the Sausage Festival or something. I don't remember, but this was literally years ago. This was when I was dating Michael. I was 16 because it was before I had Paris and I got pregnant late 17. Maybe it was the Jambalaya Festival.
Yeah, no.
I want to say it was in Ville Platte, but I know it was not in Ville Platte.
Hold on, I'm about to look
It was more down south than Ville Platte.
It's driving me crazy.
Festival Acadia in Lafayette. Maybe that's what it was. But it was years ago, and he performed, and I remember waiting because I really wanted him to play That's What I Love About My Baby. Love that song. Even back then, I loved it. And me and Michael was like young and in love, and we were like waiting for that song to come on. And literally, we were leaving. We were packing up to leave. His parents were packing up for us to leave, and it finally came on, and we were like, no. So, someone asked earlier if you're just starting 90 Day Fiance, where to start. I had the same issue because there's so many 90 Day Fiancés that I didn't know where to start. I literally started with 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. I set my DVR to record before the 90 days, and after it recorded, And I set it to record all episodes of it. Because if you set it to record just new episodes, you're going to come in at like the last few episodes. So I waited about a week or so, and it had caught some reruns, and I was able to. Now I did miss like the first maybe 2 episodes or something. When I started on 90 Day Fiance, it was as Jeffrey was in Russia. It was as Big Ed was in the Philippines, so I still missed some of it, but I managed to figure out what was going on, so thank you, Monica. Swine Festival is in Basel. Do you pronounce it Basel? Steve Riley played with Wayne a ton back in the day. That's really cool. Boudin Festival. Maybe it was the Boudin Festival. I don't know. It seems like I thought it was like something like meaty, like sausage or pork or chicken. I don't know. I was young back then, so it was the first time I ever went to a festival that big where there was like actual, like, what in my mind, someone famous there performing. Which years later, where I'm from, Roebling, Louisiana, they had Percy Sledge come and play, which was awesome. Do you guys know who Percy Sledge is? Surely y'all know who Percy Sledge is. We did get Percy Sledge at the Roebling Festival like 2 years in a row before he passed away now, I think.
Okay.
Percy Sledge is When a Man Loves a Woman.
So, Ponchatoula Strawberry Festival, no. International in Louisiana, nope.
No, that's not it.
French Quarter, nope. No. Franklin Parish, nope.
Bro Bridge, no.
Bro
Red River
Bridge.
Rebel, no. International Rice Festival.
Bogalusa Blues and Heritage.
French Food, Christmas Festival.
Man, I'm telling you, there is a
I don't know.
chicken. I'm telling you, it's like a chicken.
It's how do you even pronounce that? Bouchari? Is it the Bouchari? Am I saying that right? Spell it like you would pronounce it. Chris Tucker's videos? No. I haven't. Bouchari? Percy Sledge is awesome. And our Boucheri? I don't know.
It's a Mardi Gras.
Bouchari?
Chasing the chicken.
Chasing the chicken.
That's that's what I'm talking about. The chasing the chicken dance or whatever.
Bouchari?
That's at the Mardi Gras festival. Chasing the chicken.
Hold on one second, you guys.
Dance for a chicken.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's some crazy stuff. It's really weird. I know somebody who did it, and they took it real serious. They were dead serious about that chicken dance or whatever it was. Yeah, they always have big festival down there in Lafayette and New Orleans and down south. You said it perfect the first time, Bouchard. Yeah, it's all right place to visit. I wouldn't live down here. I wouldn't. If it was up to me, we'd move away from here. If it was up to me, we'd live in Texas. Yeah. You gonna tell the kids to be quiet?
No, I had to go to the bathroom really quick. Hold on.
Oh, we're a couple hours away from Lake Charles.
I don't know why, but I keep feeling like I need to blow my nose. But I don't want to be on screen with a big old boogie.
Yeah.
They're north of Lake Charles. Yeah, we're like...
I don't know if they're going to do the festivals this year. I'm sure.
I don't know.
Everything's opening back up.
Everything's opening back up, so that's possible.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to do them. Catching the Chicken, horseback.
Is in Bill Platt. At Mardi Gras. Maybe that's what we were at.
Pretty
Maybe
Richard
it was.
knows what I'm talking about. Catching the Chicken, yeah. It's a
Yes, we
horseback
are
ride,
close.
and then there's a bunch of people, and I don't know. It's crazy. I don't remember. He told me all about it, and I don't remember what they do, but I remember thinking this guy is crazy.
We are close to Duck Dynasty.
Somewhat.
Well, it's about where we used to live. It was closer.
I live about 2.5 hours.
Not 2.5, maybe 2. Right? Probably 2 hours. And where the big warehouse that you see them in on the show, where they're in there sitting making duck calls, you can go there and go in and like have your picture taken with different, like they have like cardboard cutouts of them in there, but it, like the way they film them there all the time, it's not like they're really there all the time. I think they only really go there to film, because I don't think they're really in there all the time making those duck calls. But you can go and there's like a gift shop in the front. You can take pictures outside. You can take pictures. Well, I don't know if you can take pictures inside, but you can go inside and they have like a gift shop and stuff. Yeah, they're really good people. And what's crazy, did you guys know that Phil Robertson just found out that he has a daughter that's like 35?
Hold up.
What?
Hold up.
What?
That's who you were talking about?
Yes, Duck Dynasty, Phil Robertson. Phil. The dad. He found out he has a daughter that's like 35.
So he cheated on.
I think that's what they say out there. Like he like cheated on. Is she 42? She like didn't he cheat on Miss Kitty?
Miss K? Miss K?
It's Miss K. Why did I call her Miss Kitty? Now I'm thinking of
I don't know. Yeah, you threw me off with that out there. I thought you were talking about like the
Dr. Phil?
Oh, I didn't know who you were saying.
I literally just told Sean this earlier. I like walked outside. I was like, Sean, you know Phil from like Duck Dynasty?
You didn't say Phil from Duck. You said Phil Robertson. I was thinking, what's that other dude's name? Phil, that singer.
Up on my booty?
No.
Fill up on my booty. I don't know. Yeah, it was during his like crazy years, drinking and sinning, and they just found out about her a couple weeks, and she's been on the podcast.
It's crazy.
And she calls. Well, I said Miss Kitty.
Yeah, you said that outside too. I thought you were talking about. I was like,
did I call Miss Kitty outside?
Yes.
Or did I say Miss K?
You said Miss Kitty, or I would have corrected you and said Miss K. Because I'm
getting Miss Kitty confused with Kitty. Ink. Black Ink. Black Ink. Miss Kitty from Black Ink.
Look, I've been watching them since before. Remember, I used to have VHS tapes of them. Because that was like I used to be big into duck hunting. Real big into duck hunting. And before, back when you could duck hunt, you could go anywhere around here and just go on people's land and duck hunt. Now it's, everybody's trying to make money off of it, especially since Duck Dynasty came out. So anyways, I had VHSs. I used to watch
when we got together.
Duck Commander all the time from the time I was little.
He was like a big old duck person when we got together.
From the time I was little, I would watch Duck Commander videos, and because they always made the best calls. And I had a bunch of Duck Commander duck calls. And this was before they ever got big, I worked with a lot of people that knew them personally and went to church with them when I worked offshore.
Oh my goodness. Look at me with these long fingernails. I can't even talk anymore with them.
What are you doing?
I was going to comment in the chat, but that's no longer a possibility. Hey, Katie.
Yeah, this was before the show, though. This was like way before the show. This is when I used to watch when I was a kid.
They used to make videos of them duck hunting.
Yeah,
right?
But it was just Phil. This is when Phil was young, and it would just be him duck hunting. They were good duck hunting videos because it was just like them slaughtering ducks just left and right, and they would talk about the different calls. He was always like a champion call. And I remember one thing that always blew me away was he was a starting quarterback in front of Terry Bradshaw for Louisiana Tech. And instead of going and playing pro football, he chose to go make those duck hunting videos. And that was a long time ago before he ever started making just tons of money off of it. He always made good money off of it because he was like he was literally the Duck Commander, And this was before his kids were even grown. You know, they were probably my age. So I grew up watching him duck hunt all the time. And I probably still have tons of VHSs in the shed back there back in the day.
We ain't got no VHSs nowhere no more.
Yeah, in that shed, we got a box of them. We ain't got a VCR.
Who has a VCR anymore? Anyways.
My parents got one.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Trudy. You guys, my subs, when you see them out and about, my subs usually don't go out and about like making comments. They really don't.
Do you guys hunt or have? Yeah,
he used to hunt all the time.
I used to hunt all the time. I used to hunt and fish. Before I got married and had kids, that's all I did. I was always outside.
And running the roads and drinking. That's what he done. Running the roads, drinking, hunting, and fishing.
Me and my cousin, we'd go fishing, and we'd be out fishing for we'd fish like 3 days and sleep outside. And me and him would even speak to each other for like hours. And we'd just be fishing. Like, he'd be on one side of the pond, I'd be on the other side of the pond. And
I'm a lurker, not a chatter on some of those. That's what I do when I watch. I'm a lurker. I feel like a lot of times if I comment in the chats, people's like, Leslie was there, so she likes this person, or she supports this person, or she agrees with this person, or she told this person to say that. Or people will be like, Leslie, why'd you say this? Leslie, why'd you do that? So I just be a lurker. I don't be a chatter. Unless I really feel the need to. Like the first time I chatted on Unirock's stream, it was because someone brought him up, and I was like, that's right. But I try not to. Hey, Jubes. It's been a minute, it seems like.
Then when I worked offshore, Conquering Addiction said that she just went deep sea fishing. When I worked offshore,
I would love to do that.
When I worked offshore, we would fish off the rig.
But hold on, to go deep sea fishing, do you have to go out in a boat?
Yeah.
Or can you do it like off of a bridge somewhere?
Well, I mean, they call it deep sea fishing. A lot of people, they go fishing on a boat and they take you somewhere. But like, we were deep.
Yeah, you're out in the Gulf.
Yeah. So we would catch bull sharks. We would catch tuna, 200-pound tuna, mahi. And I remember I used to bring them home. The frozen chunks. Yeah. We put them we cut them up and put them in the deep freezer. And I buy a cooler when I go off the rig and drive home with it. So.
Hey, Trudy, my grandmother used to make tamales. I'm from Zawali, which is like home of the tamale. And my grandmother used to make tamales. I don't have a lot of memories of my grandmother because she died when I was young. But I have memories of her making tamales.
Yeah. I mean,
we eat, like when he used to hunt, back when we first got together, he would still hunt. We literally would eat what he would hunt.
Yeah, I don't kill nothing unless I'm gonna eat it. Well,
that's cool.
I didn't eat Iraqis. Let me just get that over.
Shut up. Are those hard to eat, Leslie? What, tamales? No, tamales are, they're called hot tamales, and it's just, how do I explain what a hot tamale is? It's just pork, like grinded up with
corn husk and like cornmeal around it.
It's wrapped in like
corn husk.
Yeah, and then it has like a, what's that thing on the outside called?
It's corn husk. It's got cornmeal.
No, what's it wrapped on?
A corn husk.
Corn husk? Okay.
Yeah, you don't eat the shell. You peel the shell off.
Well, you take the shell off.
Shell
but
is like
a tamale is very soft. Like it's like eating a biscuit kind of.
Cornmeal and like pork or chicken or whatever on the inside.
Hot tamales, there are hot tamale candies, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like, my grandmother she had this grinder that she would like put the meat in. She would like grind it up, and she would use her hands to like, I guess like pat it into like the shape, and then she would wrap it or whatever. And I remember she had the corn husk all laid on a platter, and she used to make really good tamales. And now you can buy them. I mean, you can buy them as a wally.
Yeah, I don't like when people hunt for a sport either. I think hunting for a sport is wrong.
I'm going to look up hot tamales so I can show them. I don't know of many places that have them like we do.
Oh, you can buy them in a can at a grocery store. They just ain't.
In a can?
Yeah, they ain't no good.
What?
Yeah,
in a can? That don't even sound good.
Yeah, they don't come in with a husk on them. But you can buy them. These are like more Mexican tamales, right?
Okay.
So like our tamales are more like Native American tamales.
I'm gonna try to show you guys this. I don't know if I can, but okay. So this is tamales. When I put in hot tamales, of course the candy popped up, but those are tamales, and they're wrapped in this corn husk. You unroll that, and the inside is like soft. Let me find a picture of
They're
the
cooked
inside.
in that corn husk.
And I ate mine either with syrup or with ketchup. They still do the tamale fiesta every year. Maybe this year they won't because of I don't know if they're going to or not this year. But yeah, they have the Loggers and Forestry Festival in Zwolle. And they have the tamale fiesta in Zwolle every year. They're really good. You can get them like mild. You can get them spicy. My dad eats them like really hot. I prefer for them not to be hot. So they do crawfish tamales too. Yeah, I ate my tamales either with syrup or ketchup. Not syrup and ketchup. But like if I'm gonna have like a plate of tamales, I'll either do it with syrup, and then maybe the next day if I had some, I'll do them with like ketchup. It's really good though.
Are you gonna speak out against police abuse after, especially what happened to you?
I did make a post on, obviously, on my community tab, just because I watched the video and I thought, holy moly, that is crazy. He said, I can't breathe like 17 times in 5 minutes. Kitty. Thank you so much for the super chat, Duff Kitty. Y'all are doing, it's been a minute since I really got super chat, so thank you guys. No, hot tamales is like legit the word. Oh, thank you again, Dove Kitty, for the flower and for the black cat.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, the only reason he quit saying it is because he literally passed out. So, do I know Elizabeth Dawn Miller from my town? That name sounds familiar. Okay, Trisha.
Man, I don't know. They might have had some protesters up the road, but not really.
I think we had some protests today, but not.
Maybe. I mean, they had the main strip blocked off. I didn't drive up there to see what was going on, but.
And I know a couple days ago they had it in where we used to live, Natchitoches. They had protests.
It ain't much. I mean, I agree with the fact that that there needs to be change, to me, that police officer is getting exactly what he deserves. You know, he's being tried for murder, and a police officer is still a human being. You know, they're going to make mistakes. They're going to commit crimes, and they need to be tried, and they need to go to jail, and they need to make an example out of this police officer. I don't necessarily agree that there needs to be changes, you know, all across the board, or they need to take police officers away or whatever, but there definitely needs to be some accountability. And when a police officer messes up, they need to throw the book at them, because
they should be held at a higher standard.
Your job is to maintain the law. And if you break the law, or if you're neglect, you know, I don't even consider that neglect. What happened there?
Thank you, Fairy Dusted.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I don't even consider that what that cop did neglect. What they all did. It was not neglect. I mean, literally, when I was in Iraq fighting terrorists, if we had one in custody, there's no way I would have stood by and watched something like that happen. Like, I mean, we could be trying to kill these people 1 minute, and then the next minute, if we have them subdued on the ground, and they're zip tied, or if we're putting them in zip ties and we got them in control, it's over. The fight's over. I would not stand by. I mean, there was a bunch of times that, like the Iraqi army, they don't have the same standards as us, and we fought alongside the Iraqi army sometimes. So um when we took prisoners and the Iraqi army was with us, the Iraqi army would get physical with them sometimes. And there were times that I stopped it. There were times that other soldiers, U.S. soldiers, stopped them from beating the crap out of these terrorists. And these were terrorists. These were bad people. I mean, these were people that killed kids.
Thank you, Cindy Sue, for the super chats. Thank you.
So I cannot. I mean, honestly, I think that cop needs the death penalty. I mean, I would throw the book at him, and I would throw him in general population. I wouldn't put him in no, which I mean, I don't know. That's wrong too, because if they throw him in general population, they're gonna kill him, But
the thing is like he's been involved. He's had several complaints. He's been involved in 3 shootings so far. One other one that involved a fatality, from my understanding. And watching, really, what shows me even more so the type of person that he was watching him in the video. He showed absolutely no care in the world that this guy was like. I mean, they asked him, are you going to get in the car? And he said, if you let me up. I can't right now. I'm down. Let me up. I'll get in the car. And so it's like,
yeah, I mean, it was
why at that point did y'all not let him up to get in the car? Thank you, Kels. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah, they worked together in the same club as bouncers and stuff. I mean, I
did hear that they knew each other previously and that there was some issues that they had, which even more so makes you see that, okay, first off, if you are a cop, you cannot be vindictive. You may run into the same people here and there. Like in our hometown, like we know people that have run-ins with the law, like, and cops know them. You know what I'm saying? They're like regulars. They get in trouble a good bit, and they cannot hold a grudge against someone because they got called out to their house last weekend by this person's mama because they were causing a disturbance, and the person popped off to them, and they had to arrest them. And now a week later, they pull them over, and they can't be like, oh, I remember you little crap. Last weekend your mama had to call us and you were rude, so now I'm going to mistreat you. You can't be that way. And I feel like these cops go on a power trip. Yeah, Betty Evans, a power trip to show who was in charge. And now I bet he's regretting that.
Well, yeah, I think I agree with the cop being prosecuted and the book thrown at him. But all the protests, the looting, and all that kind of stuff. Look, first off, looting is not protesting.
Thank you so much, Erica.
Burning the place down where you live, that's not protesting. That's hurting other people that had nothing to do with the event. They had nothing to do with it. And a lot of people are getting hurt over something they had nothing to do with. But it does. In the end, it was a human being murdering another human being, and just because it was a cop, I think a lot of people are saying, well, this guy was a cop, so let's hold all cops accountable, or all police officers accountable, or let's make changes across the board with police. Yeah, I don't think we need changes so much as we need for police officers to be held accountable. Stop letting police officers Stop, letting them off the hook whenever they commit a crime, whenever they hurt somebody. I mean, people are going to get hurt being, in police duty, but if it was unlawful, then charge them, throw the book at them, charge them worse. If anything, there should be laws. If you're a cop and you murder somebody, you get a worse sentence, because you're sworn to uphold and protect people, uphold the law and protect people, not to, harm people. And that was it was uncalled for. But I think all the protesting and police and people holding police accountable for that one guy's actions, I think that's wrong.
See, that's something else that I want to talk about because I have a cousin that's a police officer. We know people that are police officers that are good people. The bad police officers, the racist police officers, the police officers that are on power trips, the police officers that hold vendettas against people, they make the job of the good ones more dangerous. Because now, like with what happened to me, with what happened to George Floyd, and like, I don't want to say my scenario was anywhere close to his, but when you experience something like that and you have a run in with a bad cop that uses excessive force, or they do things that they shouldn't do, that they don't have to do, it makes you think a certain way about police officers. And you never know what kind of police officer you're going to be dealing with until you're dealing with them. So you're on guard. So now I'm terrified to be pulled over. Like when I'm driving, I'm like probably looking in my rearview mirror more than I'm looking forward, because I don't want a cop to get behind me and have their lights on more than 2 seconds and I pull over, because I don't want them to say I was running from them. And guaranteed, if I ever do get pulled over, I'm going to be crapping my pants, terrified of what's going to happen. I'm nervous, you know. So probably, you know, people that have a family member that has died at the hands of a police officer, now more than ever, after they lose that loved one to a situation like this, they are even more on guard and they don't know what kind of cop they're going to deal with. So, you know, I watched a video after my incident. I started watching videos of police using excessive force, police treating people the way they shouldn't have. And I watched this one video of this young boy. He was like 19 years old, black guy. He had just left his mom's house and he had been on the phone with his mom like the entire time. And he made a left turn and a cop got behind him and he told, yes, Jesse Joe, those charges are completely dropped. But he told his mom, he said, the cops are behind me. I want to keep you on the phone. He said, I didn't do anything wrong, so I'm not sure, you know, if they're going to pull me over, but they're behind me. Sure enough, they pulled him over, and he was nervous because he's a 19-year-old black guy. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I didn't do anything wrong. Why did you pull me over? And they gave him some bullcrap excuse, said he didn't use his turn signal or something like that, when he was like, I know for sure I did. I knew you guys were behind me. I was being very careful to do everything that I needed to do. And then they were like, well, you're acting suspicious. They're nervous. You know, I'll be nervous from now on. And they may look at that and say, why are you acting suspicious? What are you hiding? You seem nervous. Well, hell yeah, we're nervous, you know? And that'll be a reason for them now to have probable cause to search or to do something, because now we seem nervous, like we're hiding something. Everybody's going to be nervous from now on. It's going to put those good cops in danger because everybody's nervous, you know. People are thinking, is this a bad cop? Are they going to do something to me? Or can I trust this person? I think the cops, the good cops, need to be taking a stand as well against it.
And they have. I mean, a lot of cops have. A lot of cops have YouTube channels. They made videos against it, and they spoke out against it. I mean, I think everybody pretty much agrees that kind of behavior is uncalled for, and it's horrible, you know. And it definitely affects, you know, how the police-civilian relationship, you know. If we made them, you know, I hate to keep talking about Iraq, but it relates in a lot of ways, because we dealt with a population there, and it was like 30 guys dealing with an entire city, and we got to know a lot of people there, and we dealt with a lot of people. We knew where the bad guys were. We knew, you know, basically where they lived and where they were from. We could tell people if people hated us or if they didn't care or if they liked us, you know. But anyways, if we made mistakes, or somebody else, we didn't even have to make mistakes. It could be another U.S. soldier, you know, in the town next to us. If they made a mistake, then you made enemies, and that's what, you know, the police are supposed to do. these police officers are doing for, you had people that might not have been enemies of the United States military, but then when one of their family members gets killed, by the U.S. military for no reason, or a family member gets killed that shouldn't have been killed, then they become the enemy of the United States Army or the United States military, and then we had to suffer for it. We had to pay for it. There was anytime anything happened, even mistakes. More U.S. soldiers' lives were lost because of those mistakes that were made. We got attacked more. People shot at us more. We had more enemies. When the whole time we're trying to, fight the bad guys and provide the good guys with a decent life in their hometown, where they're from. And that's what cops are meant to do. And every time a cop, has an incident like this, commits a crime, that's all they're doing. They're making more enemies with the population. They're creating a bigger divide between civilians and police officers, and more people are going to be more likely when they see a cop to be nervous. If somebody's committing a crime, they're going to be more likely to pull a gun out and shoot at them because they don't want to be choked to death. So I mean, it's horrible, but that's the way it is.
Were you alongside any Canadian soldiers?
Oh. Not in Iraq, in Afghanistan, yeah.
And we were married. We were not married when he was in Iraq. That was what, 2005, 2006. But we were married when he went to Afghanistan. Do y'all need something? Y'all okay? No? Y'all just hanging out? Okay. Yeah, the police video, and I kind of was like, I don't know if I want to watch the video of what happened to him. But then I felt like people would probably ask me about it, like my thoughts on it. And so I needed to be aware of what really happened. Because if I stay silent, obviously people don't like for people to stay silent on a subject like this. Like Chelsea Huska from Teen Mom, she lost a lot of support, a lot of fans, like 5,000 followers on social media because she stayed silent too long. Like, it took her a while before she made her first post about it. So I was like, I don't want to not say anything, and people think that I don't care about this. But you have to be very careful with what you say concerning this, because people are there's people that feel differently about it. Some people is like, I don't know. Sean was actually stop lost when he was in Afghanistan.
Yeah, I was in Afghanistan like almost 10 years ago. I didn't feel
yeah, it was 10 years ago. Yeah. So I mean, before all of this happened with me, like, I was really blinded by things like this happening. I just didn't think about it. I mean, I was aware that it happened, but I just never thought about it. But then it happened to me, and I started looking into how often it happens, how bad it can get. The guy that got pulled over in the car, like, his mom came and was like, he didn't do anything. We know he didn't do anything. Like, he was on the phone with me the whole time. He was being extra careful. They would not let her come, like, close at all. And they were supposed to, like, you're supposed to be allowed, like, within so many feet of, like, a police, like, when a police stop you. Like, the cops should have allowed her closer than what they were allowing her, but they made her stay, like, way far back. And they searched the car, and it wasn't even his car. It was his mom's car. They didn't find anything. He sued the police department and won. I don't remember how much he won. And then I watched this one video of a realtor taking a black guy to look at a home that was for sale, and a older guy lived across the street and saw two black men entering this house that was up for sale, and he called the police. So the police showed up and was like, they got a call that two black men were breaking and entering the house across the street. So they show up, and they go in with like guns drawn and stuff, and it's a realtor just showing the house, you know. And they were like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I'm a realtor and I'm showing the home." And the other guy's like, "I'm interested in buying the home." So that's what we're. And they cuffed him. They would not allow him to show like his credentials, like a business card or anything. They cuffed him first and then dug in his pockets to find his card. You know, and of course the guy that was there looking at the home to buy it, he was mad. He was like, "This is absolutely ridiculous. You guys," they were like, "How did you get in here?" And they were like, "With a key." The realtor was like, "We have the key. I'm the realtor. Like, what do you mean?" They, you know, they treated them like they were criminals, that they broke into the home, even though they had the key. They cuffed him. They dug in his pockets for the key, for his business card to show that he is a realtor, and they ended up like still like calling in to like verify it through like the company that the realtor worked for to like double check that he really was the realtor. It was a lot. They ended up suing the city together and won like $200,000 or something.
Man.
So,
you know, were we together that one time I got pulled over? And they were saying that my tags didn't match my vehicle.
mm-hmm.
We were together then?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's
Sharon, if you all have an issue with these people, get off your butt. What do you mean? With what people? Because I don't have an issue with people. Like, my issue is with cops that are on power trips. Like, someone actually, when I made my post about George Floyd, my post was, all it was that the video is horrible. It breaks my heart for his family, and it disgusts me at those particular police officers. I did not say I'm disgusted with all law enforcement. I said with those particular police officers.
How do you know? What's she talking about?
I don't know what she's talking about. That's why I asked her. Yeah, I'm just asking. Like, what do you mean? Like, if you all have an issue with these people, like with us, or like with cops, or yeah.
Anyway, I got pulled over one time, and I had swapped my tag from my Jeep to a new truck that I had. This is a long time ago. And I had like 6 guns in the truck at the time, and they pulled me over, and they treated me like crap. They put me in handcuffs. Dude was questioning me. He's like, "Your tags don't match up. Did you steal this truck?" And I'm like, "No, man. I got it swapped over. I swear I got it swapped over." And that dude's like, I mean, he did not believe me.
I get what you're saying now, Sharon.
He finally had to run my VIN number, and it matched up, but my tag didn't match up because the DMV didn't do what they were supposed to do, and I almost went to jail. And then I had like 6 guns, so I would have been charged with having firearms and driving a stolen vehicle. You know, it's crazy. But
Thank you, Sharon.
I mean, things like that, mistakes get made, and things happen, and then, you know, which is nothing compared to this George Floyd thing. I mean, it's just horrible. But I'm just saying, you never know what can happen. Every time I get pulled over, I put my hands on the steering wheel and I just wait. And I tell them as soon as they come up, I have a gun in the truck. Like, I'm not gonna shoot you with it. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. You know, it's just a gun. It's a pistol. It's right there. And I keep my hands on the steering wheel. I do whatever they ask me to do.
I think all we can do is be a voice, you know, to say we're not going to be okay with it. And I think the judicial system has to do their part in prosecuting these people that do this to whoever it is, black, white, Asians, every race out there. Anytime it happens to anyone, I think it all needs to be treated you know, with, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It needs to be treated. It's very important. Like, every life matters. You know, my life matters. His life matters. Cops out there, their lives matter. Now, if you're the one kneeling on someone's neck, I don't think you're thinking about your life that much, because what you're doing, you're putting your own life at risk. Because now he's going to jail, probably for the rest of his life. So he took the destiny of his own life into his hands when he decided to kneel on that guy's neck. You know what I'm saying?
He's supposed to be kneeling on his shoulders, not his neck. His police policy, you kneel on their shoulder blades.
Which a lot of people don't do that no more, from what I'm understanding. A lot of
That's only if they're resistant and you're trying to get them in handcuffs. You know, if there's 2 or 3 police officers trying to get them in handcuffs. One cop will kneel on their shoulder blades to hold them down while the other guys get their arms and zip tie them or handcuff them. And then once you get them handcuffed, you get the hell off of them. You don't stay on them. And I mean, so I mean, I don't know.
And I mean, obviously, this guy wasn't a threat at this point. Like, he was calling for his mama. He was, saying, I can't breathe. Like, he was handcuffed. At the point where, I mean, I watched the video, they handcuffed him very early on. It looked like they pulled their weapon almost immediately. When they set him down at the side of the sidewalk, he wasn't a threat. He was not going to physically harm them that bad with handcuffs on behind his back. I mean, yes, he could kick. We don't really know for sure what happened when he got put in the back of that police car, that police cruiser, but they got him back out. They put him in. A cop ran over to the other side. It looked like there was some sort of a struggle or something. Now, from what I heard, they said that he was struggling because he was saying he was claustrophobic. And he was trying to get out of the vehicle, saying, I'm claustrophobic. So they took him out, and that's when it kind of got ugly. Like, it was like a tussle or whatever, and they put him down on the ground, and they put the knee. I mean, and not only did the one cop, Derek Chauvin, or whatever his name is, kneel down on his neck, but another cop kneeled down on his back, and another cop kneeled down on his legs, so... Yeah, he had coronavirus just a couple months prior. He had coronavirus, and he was on fentanyl. He didn't even look like he could really hurt them, let alone hurt them while he was handcuffed. The whole thing is just terrible. And I'm getting a Charlie horse. Hold on. Oh, my God. I need to eat more bananas.
Yeah, we're enjoying our weekend. I mentioned on the news.
The whole thing was just wrong. It was very sad to see it, and I wouldn't want that to happen to anyone, of any color, of any race, anything, So I made a post about it, and I don't think my post was over the line. I did say that I lost faith. And I did say that me and Shine used to be really supportive of military and police. And now we're not so much, and I lost a lot of faith in them.
Police.
Well, yeah, police. I lost a lot of faith in the police back in November when that happened to me. I'm not saying that I lost like every ounce of faith that I have in them, but I lost a lot of faith in them because now I just don't know if I get pulled over again, if it's going to be a good guy or a bad guy. And I have to wonder and worry. And, so I made a post, and I got a lot of good responses on it and a lot of good feedback. But one person was like, wow, Leslie, bye. I hope you never need to call the police.
I don't so much look at it as like a police thing, though. I look at it more like a human murdered another human. Like, just because he's a police officer, everybody has a job. He did it on his job, and he murdered another dude. And that he needs to be tried for it, but there's bad police officers, there's bad everybody, and I just think it needs, and when people commit crimes, they need to be held accountable. And I agree with the police officer being held more accountable, Well,
yeah, I know his family did speak out and say, like, don't cause chaos, don't go out rioting. The looters in this situation, they're not doing anything for George Floyd and his family, because, in my opinion, a type of person that will break into a pharmacy or burn down a business, they probably don't care too much about how other individuals are being treated.
No.
They are using this time to be selfish and to break into stores and pharmacies and grocery stores and steal and burn down businesses and just act, just run amok. They're not doing this because they really care about what happened to him. Because if they did care about what happened to him, they would be peacefully protesting.
And it's not everybody. I mean, that's just what the media is showing us. I mean, let's like the media is showing us all the protesting. I mean, all the looters, the crime that's going on. I mean, there's tons of people that are protesting peacefully, and they just want something to be done. They want this dude to go down, which they're protesting work because the other guys that were standing there, I believe they were getting charged with like manslaughter at first, but they bumped it up to second degree murder, and which needed to happen. I mean, like I said, even in Iraq in 2005, in a war zone, this was a war zone. We had pretty much free fire, and we could pretty much do a lot of things and get away with it, but we had our morals and each other to kind of enforce it. Even if you kind of lost it that day or were in a bad mood and you got tired, you've been in a war zone for a long time. You had your buddies around you to hold you accountable. You had other soldiers there to hold you accountable, so you knew what they expected. You knew what you couldn't do anything. You didn't. It wasn't even in your mind to do anything like that because you knew you were going to be held accountable. That it was not acceptable. So, I mean, the other people that were there, everybody was there.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that's what else we need with police.
Civilians standing there. I mean, honestly,
which they tried.
I would have raised some hell. Like I probably would have went to jail.
The civilians
if
tried.
I seen that because. Man, I would have been like,
they were
saying,
the hell off well, they were like, right get off him. You're killing him.
Walked up and smashed him.
At one point they tried to walk a little closer to him, and the guy took out his mace.
Hey, they can mace me. I don't like it, but I'll take it.
You too, Tiffany. So yeah, I don't want people to get it twisted that like I hate all cops, and that here's the thing, if something was happening at my house and I needed to contact the police, considering I still live here where I was arrested, I clearly don't trust the police in our area that much. So it would take a lot for me to contact the police. Like if it was something that I could handle here, or that me and Sean that could handle here, we would. But if I absolutely had to contact the police here, I obviously would do it. Or if we move at some point and something happens and I need to contact the police, I'll do it. Now, when I see those people saying all police are evil, we hate all police, something like that, I'm the same person saying, well, good luck if you need something. That's who you're going to have to call, So I'm not saying all police officers are bad or that I hate the police. But I recognize that there are bad ones, and you cannot, just because they have a badge, it doesn't mean you can trust them. They have to earn that trust, just like anybody else now, because the bad cops out there have given them a bad name.
I'm curious. Somebody said, okay, so drama. Somebody was like, they said they love us, but they're out on this one because they need a break from all the drama. That there's a few of, okay, where'd it go? Hold on. I want to see this for a minute. How do I go all the way back down?
That is all the way down, baby. You're all the way down.
Okay, we'll go up a little bit.
Bad people infiltrate every group and tarnish the reputation of those groups. Yeah, it's not a new concept, unfortunately. It sucks.
Somebody was like, said they were leaving because there's a few people that aren't being heard or something. I didn't know anybody was really speaking out.
I've been reading the comments. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Trying to.
Honestly.
Okay, go. Love you, Leslie and Sean. Love you, Leslie and Sean. And congrats on the channel, but I'm out on this one. I need relief from the drama, and this is too much. I think you have a list, a few of us that aren't being heard.
Well, we don't purposely leave anybody out. We read what we can.
What?
I don't know, but I mean, I appreciate all of my people, but I can't be. I don't think any YouTuber can really deal with that. You know?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Can you share what happened in your case, or is that too private? Just wondering if you went before the judge and what was said. I never went before the judge because it was dropped before that happened.
Yeah,
Everything was
the
dropped.
DA dropped it.
The DA dropped it after reviewing the case and the dash cam and all of that. The roadside drug test was actually a negative.
Yeah, so
the lab results come back
the police
that it wasn't what they claimed that it was, and everything was completely dropped. So
yeah.
I still don't need to talk too much about it because we're taking it a little
legal
further.
Action.
We're taking legal action against what happened. Yeah, I love Tammy. I mean, she's the one that sent me. I think she's the one that sent me my package, and I hate that she feels like we weren't
I
hearing
haven't seen
her.
any of her comments. Though.
The comments move really fast, and I've tried to say that numerous times. I've tried to say several times that the comments go fast, and between looking up, reading, and talking when we read, it's hard to read everything. I mean, like my own moderators, I miss half of what they say. You know, I really do. Yeah. YouTube is having issues. Some of my comments are loading once I hit send.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of Tammy's comments at all, and I've been looking. I've been
I
trying
can
to pay
go
attention.
back. I mean, you know, it sucks that, you know, I can't be worried that I'm going to lose subs because they feel like I'm ignoring them. Because, I mean, unfortunately, now I have 20,000 subs almost. Do I have 20,000 subs watching me every stream? No, but I do. There's 110 people in here tonight. Probably out of the 110, probably 50 or so are talking. So the chat moves quick, you know, and I try to read what I can and respond to what I can. And I love my subs. I love you all to death. But one thing that I realized not too long ago, actually, was that I can't get upset if people get upset with me. Because people get upset with me all the time. Like, if a sub wants me to call them and I can't call them because because subs will get upset. If I don't respond to their messages, subs will get upset. And I hate to be that way. I really do, because I'm not that type of person. I've always been the type of person to get back with people and to try to respond to everything, but I can't, unfortunately, or it would take up all day. And Sean doesn't like when I try to respond to all my messages because I literally just have to sit there like this.
Yeah, it's impossible to get anything done. I mean, these kids, like, they want their mama a lot, so if she's tied up a lot during the day, then I'm having to, like, be like, no, your mama's busy, your mama's busy, your mama's busy.
And he does that enough so I can do regular content, you know.
And it gets to be a lot sometimes.
I'm going back and I don't see any comments going back. I don't know how that happened, but
yeah, I haven't seen, like, one thing I do when I'm here.
We don't have like a list of people that we respond to. There's not like a list where we're like, okay, we're not going to respond to those people. We're going to respond. We don't have favorites.
If we don't respond to somebody, then keep posting. We'll eventually see it.
Do a super chat. Do a super chat. That's one way to catch my attention because it lights it up. And I'm not saying that from, because I make money. Do 99 cents.
Yeah.
If you really,
trying to make some money.
Well, that is one way that I would.
$10 super chats.
Have you thought about making a video together
We'll
every
answer
night?
your question.
Nah, we can't.
No, it's impossible. We have to literally start planning for us to stream together. We have to start planning about 5 hours ahead of time. We have to decide, hey, we're going to stream. For us to do anything, we have to plan.
Please.
Excuse me.
Your hand was in, and I was trying to.
I'm sorry.
Somebody asked me to read her earlier post. I was trying to find it.
But in order for us to do anything together, we got to plan it like 5 hours ahead of time. If we just want to go to bed at the same time, we got to plan it.
Yeah, because it takes us like getting the kids fed, bathed, settled, all of that.
And then
So they're
by
in
the
bed
time
at
we
a
get them
decent
all,
time.
by the time we get them all asleep, one of them's waking up, wanting something else, and then this one's wanting something else, and then we got to take care of ourselves. You know, we got to brush our teeth. You know, take showers, do stuff like that. And by the time we get all of them settled down, it feels like almost every time, like even when we go to bed, that's the way it is. Like we'll have them all asleep, and as soon as I lay down, it never fails. Every night, as soon as I lay down, one of them wakes up, want a sippy cup, want a bottle, or crying, having a nightmare, or whatever. So it just happens. It is what it is. I mean, nobody can understand what it's like to have 6 kids.
Unless you have 6 kids.
Unless you have 6 kids, it is demanding. Like it never stops. Never stops. I couldn't tell you the last time that I've been home and I've had a full night's rest without waking up every 2 to 3 hours. Like it don't happen. When I'm here and I hear the kids crying, which I've been laid off, so I've been here for a while, but I always try to get up because I know she's here all the time and she's been here for like 10 years. So I always try to get up in the middle of the night, and see whatever they need. And then I always check on the house, like walk through the house, cover the kids up that ain't got blankets on them, make sure the doors are locked, look outside, make sure ain't no creep hanging outside,
I don't know what is going on with YouTube, but I just went back like way far, and I only see one of Tammy's comments. I just went back as far as it's letting me. And the furthest back is at 10:53 when Peach said, "That's what they were saying over here, Matt. Makes no sense to us." That's as far back as I can go, and I don't see any more of Tammy's comments. I don't know if YouTube's like wasn't posting them. So, yeah, I don't know. I have 7 kids at one time in Love's house with bonus kids coming to visit. I remember those days. Yeah. When Siesta Key starts on the 16th, I believe. Either the 11th or the 16th. I just saw a preview for it the other day. And I was like, ooh, I need to make sure I have that set to record. My mom passed away on Wednesday. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry about that.
Man, that's tough.
I don't know what it is.
That's Kennedy's birthday. I'm really sorry.
Even for her to talk on the phone, like, if she's on the phone, I'm in the background.
Like tending to the kids.
Shh, you better stop. You better not yell. You better stop screaming. Your mom's
and
on
like
the
if
phone.
they tie fighting or something, and one of them tries to run to me, he's like, no, come here. Your mom's on the phone. So like that's why like even talking on the phone, like, it's difficult, and that's why I don't really do it a lot.
Yeah, so I mean, after she's been on the phone for a while, I'm like pulling my hair out. I'm like, because there's some kids that as soon as something happens, they are making a beeline for their mama. And if I stop them, then they're screaming more. Then they're trying to tell on me. They're trying to run to her and tell on me. So.
Yeah. And yeah, she said, I'm sure when 4 of your kids are asleep, 2 are up. Actually, that's true. We have 2 up right now. It's the 16th? Okay.
Well, very awesome. Question: do you actually think Sugar Bear going to fight for custody?
Well, I don't know.
I think it's all about.
I don't really know if he would get custody. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he is the dad.
I think it's all about views.
I think they're probably doing it for the ratings.
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff they got going on these reality shows is just staged for the views. Like,
I think Mama Ju from Not to Hide, a lot of it is real life. Like, Mama Ju's really off with Gino, and they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But, like, Dodo always gives me the feeling that she's acting. So, like, they, like, set the scene up, and she, congratulations, unbelievable.
What happened?
She had her baby. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. That's good time.
Dodo always looks like a bad actress, and Jennifer. Like today, like I was watching
Yeah,
or I was watching Friday night's episode, and she like pulled out the magazine, and she's like a little blip on the cover, you know. And Mike's like, "I think you look good." She's like, "Oh, shut up, Mike. Nobody asked you." But I'm like, "Is that really how you treat him? Or are you?" I think they put on a lot for.
I think Jennifer is like thrown in there, and they give her things to do to add drama to the show. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like the
I don't think she really acts that way. I think she acts that
competing with
way too.
June and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
back in the day when they were competing, you know, it was like something they put in the show. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, who really
Mama
does all
June.
that?
We're talking about Mama June right now.
Who really
Their
does
show.
all that?
And two, another thing, yeah, like another thing is like Sugar Bear, the way he was like hiding something from which we can't talk about because we have a kid that is close enough to hear. But the way Sugar Bear was like hiding something from Jennifer, and he was like leaving when she was trying to, you know, like spend time with him, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta go fishing. I got plans to go fishing," and he was really off going to a doctor's appointment because he was having some issues, you know. I don't know if like all that.
I don't know, because them kind of issues, if I had them kind of issues, the first person I'm going to be talking to is her. You know, if I had the same issues as Sugar Bear in that show, I'm not going to be hiding. I'm going to be like, look, something's wrong.
Good night, Alex. Yeah, like I don't know, and I don't know if I would want him talking about that on TV. Like if we were filming a reality show, despite that being our reality, I'd be like, keep that to yourself. I don't want our kids going to school and like their
Yeah,
friends knowing
yeah,
that their dad had this issue.
yeah.
Like, can you imagine, Honey Boo Boo? Like she already says that she got, you know, would get picked on a lot, and now the whole world that watches Mama June just seen her dad up on a table at the doctor's office with, you know, all of that situation going on. Good night, Susan. So that
I'm going to make Susan mad too or no?
nah, probably just getting off. It's kind of late. It's almost 11:30. You know. Yeah, I do think they disregard their kids' feelings. Like I think Sugar Bear does the way. I think it's just for ratings.
That's
Like,
this whole reality thing, man. That's why I would not want to be on a reality show. Like, there are parts of our life that, and like our kids.
Susan said, "Oh no, Sean, had a long day." He's like, "Dang, we're making people mad left and right." Thank you, Night Runner. Greetings from Tillamook,
like,
Oregon.
even like YouTube, before she started YouTube, I was like, I told her, I was like, man, you need to make a fake name and everything. Like, I don't want people knowing who we are, and I wish you would have, but we didn't. It is what it is now, but I mean,
The reason I didn't want to make a fake name though is because I don't have anything to hide. You know, and I was like, when you make a fake name, it's kind of like with the Unirock situation.
I like to hide my family.
When people thought that he was Chad Smith, it was like, why is he going by Unirock? Why is his name really this? Which I don't think it is. But when you go by a fake name, people wonder why, like, what do you have to hide? And people will say, you won't even use your real name. It's kind of like people that do YouTube channels, but they don't show their face. Other YouTubers will call you out and be like, you can't even show your face. It's like, I'm not scared to show my face, and I have nothing to hide, so I can be my real person.
But I understand not having nothing to hide, but that's not the point.
But when I got arrested, I was wishing I would have used a fake name.
The point is, people are crazy. You never know when some freaking psycho is online and he done fell in love with me because I'm so beautiful.
Clearly.
And all of a sudden he starts stalking me, you know. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, he's creeping in our windows or something, you know. And he tries to kidnap me. I mean,
because obviously,
yeah,
I know. That's awesome, Abigail. 2 pounds and 13 ounces. 98 days later, 7 pounds. That is awesome. How many weeks were you? But some people don't want their privacy exposed and want their face. I get that. See, that's the thing is like, a part of me was like, I don't have anything to hide, so I don't want, and I never thought that I would get like a lot of subs really. Like, so I was like, the few people I get, I don't want them to think that I'm hiding something if it gets to that point, you know. I totally see why people do it. I definitely see why. This community, the people in it, if you make them mad, they have no limit to what they will do.
Yeah, people are brutal, man.
Like,
It's not just this community; it's people in
everywhere,
general.
yeah. Like, so protecting your family, your real name, where you're from, I do get it now. Like,
I ain't scared of nobody showing up to this house, honestly. But I would prefer for it not to happen. If somebody ever was to show up at this house, I ain't worried about it because I'm gonna handle business. I'm gonna take care of whatever I need to take care of. Ain't nobody coming to our house messing with anybody in my family. But I don't want the possibility to even be there. I don't want people to even be able to find where we live or anything. That's the whole reason why I want to.
And in this community, unfortunately, people are not above doxing people. Their
Oh yeah.
real information, their phone number, their address, and that's the sad part about it.
We already been
Is regardless, yeah, we've been doxed. Regardless of how much you hate someone, they're a real person, and you don't know if by putting their name, their address, their phone number out there, if you are putting them in harm's way. You may not think that you are. You may just think, oh, I don't like this person, so I'm gonna, as a joke or to be, kind of spiteful, I'm going to put their address out there. But someone else that maybe hates them even more than you do may see their address and may say, I'm going to go vandalize their home or their vehicle. Or maybe some really crazy person may go and do something even crazier.
I mean, there's crazy people out there that become obsessed with people.
Holy moly, 10 pounds and 4 ounces.
Hey,
Wow.
I'm sorry, Sheree. Sheree said something earlier that, she's got some stuff going on or whatever.
I'm sorry, Cherie.
Yeah, I just didn't want. I don't know. I mean, I don't like taking chances.
I am lost. My mom passed, and oldest brother from a different dad evicted me less than 24 hours ago. Oh.
Yeah, but that was the whole point. Is all this reality TV stuff like, man, these kids are growing up with their lives exposed, and so many things are exposed, like personal things that kids they don't want other kids knowing. Like they don't want the whole world to know. So I honestly think reality TV, when it comes to like families and kids, I think I don't think it should be. I don't think they should do it because it is exploiting. It's exploiting minors, and they have to grow up. That's their life. The people that you know they write articles about and talk crap about, like that's people's parents. That's their mom. That's their dad. You think when they get a little bit older, they're not going to see all this crap about their parents and what their dad was doing when they were babies and kid, or when they were a kid when they were younger.
Oh, that's one thing. I actually emailed Jeffrey from 90 Day Fiance and told him, like, you could have contacted me and asked me to take the video down. I would have. You didn't have to strike my channel. And he messaged me back and was like, well, you could have asked me for permission to post it before you just posted it. And he said the main reason he had the issue, though, was because the comments. He said there were, like, some really bad comments on there. And I can't read comments like I used to. And especially considering, like, there was a time that, like, I started getting, like, some pretty negative comments. I just kind of stopped being so focused on the comments. So, there's, like, a lot of bad comments, obviously. And he said he, too, has kids, and he don't want his kids reading, going to YouTube, looking at videos of him and seeing all these bad comments, which obviously the video is not on my channel anymore. But,
I mean, he kind of opened himself up for that, though. You put yourself on TV, for everybody to see. It's different than YouTube. You put yourself on TV for everybody to see. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess whatever he wants to do, I guess. If it's his video, it's his video. But when you put yourself on TV, you can't hide from, you're not going to be able to control what people say about you.
Right. Yeah. That the weight you said, it seemed like around that. That's why I asked, like, how far along were you? Because you said he was like a pound and something. Um, Congratulations to everyone that's had babies recently or that had babies weeks ago and their babies are just now coming home. That's awesome. Babies are such a blessing, you guys. And Cherie, I'm really sorry for your loss. That dude is nuts. He can't take any criticism. See, that's the thing is like, I started watching the show and I kind of liked him. I was like, I think I like. And then I started hearing all this stuff about him. And being me, I was like, I'm not going to judge him based off that. Like, I don't know if it's true. Sean asked me today when I was talking to Sean, he was like, was any of it true? And I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't there. You know, he's like, no, but like,
I mean,
is it true? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if.
is there 4 people can, all, I don't know anything about it, but I'm just wondering, is there 4 people accusing him of being a certain way and doing certain things? Because if there's 4 people all accusing him of something and he's trying to say that they're lying, I mean, what are you going to do? Believe 4 people or believe one person,
Well,
Sometimes, it depends, I guess, on how famous they are and what people could have to gain from it, but I don't know. I mean,
we're talking about Jeffrey Patchell from 90 Day Fiance right now. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But even with the allegations against him, which they are like really bad, which I didn't even know about some of them until earlier when my mods were talking to me. I didn't even know about some of them. But they're, I would hope it's not true. Because that's bad. I don't want to think a certain way about somebody if they aren't guilty of something like that. And I know when I was arrested, everybody just assumed that it was true because, well, I was arrested for it, so why wouldn't it be true? And then when I try to say, you guys, it's not true, none of it's true, like I didn't run from the cops, I didn't have drugs on me, everybody was like, yeah, right, whatever, sure you didn't,
yeah, yeah. I mean, but at the same time, I try to look back in my life, and I'm like, well, if this dude's supposedly getting falsely accused, I don't know, falsely accused of all these things, and I'm like, well, I kind of relate it to my life, and I'm like, if I was famous or if I got famous, and like what could people say about me? And I honestly think that, I mean, they might be able to call me a butthole or something like that, but they will never be able to accuse me of stuff. Like, I don't think that there's anybody from my past that can accuse me of being anything but a butthole, probably, Like, maybe I was mean to them, maybe I did something to them, like, as far as being mean or something, or I might have been an asshole to
just
them.
rude to them or something.
Yeah,
like
rude
that.
to them, but there's no girl
Nobody
that's
can
gonna
come out and be
accuse
like,
me.
oh, he beat me up. Or,
Yeah, nobody's gonna say no girl's gonna be able to say that I beat him up or
women or ex-girlfriends or nothing like that.
yeah, nothing like that. I don't think I could become the president of the United States, and I honestly believe that there
all
is
your
no
exes
girl.
will probably still talk
Yeah,
really good
all
about
my
it.
exes like me, know, and they probably want me back. Can't have me. They probably want me
All of
back.
my exes would talk good about me too at this point. I mean, sometimes me and the older kid's dad, we kind of go a little back and forth depending on where his head is at. But I always try to get along with him. But all of my other exes, we get along fine. So none of mine would ever be like, oh, she's mean or she's.
Yeah, they could
all
never
of mine would say
accuse
the
me
same
of
thing.
anything that some people get accused of, or like, and I don't feel like any of them would.
So with some of his charges, he was supposed to go to court in March, but they got pushed back due to the COVID situation. So we don't know really what the deal is, but my thing is like I put the video up. He only has like 7,000 subs, even though he's obviously a bigger name way bigger than I am because he's on TV. I'm not. He has way more like Instagram followers than me, but I have more subscribers than him. So I thought by putting the video, I can maybe help his channel grow a little bit. Or like people were asking me like where they could find his channel, and I posted the link like in the comments and on some Facebook messages that I got. So I wasn't doing it to like take from him. Almost like a lot of content creators share other people's live streams. It's not, yeah, they're IG lives. A lot of people do that. It's not like taboo to do it. It's not.
Done it to you.
People's done it to me. It's not frowned upon, really, unless you say like, "Hey, please don't share my IG live." Like I know there's one person in particular that has said, "I don't want anybody sharing my IG lives." At that point, you don't share them. But it's never been like, something that I didn't think it was a big deal. What I worried about was the music. I did worry that like, oh, I may get a copyright claim from the music. But then I woke up today and I had a copyright strike that he done against me.
Yeah, which could shut her channel down. Like, I'm not
copyright
gonna say a lot.
Can get your channel shut down. So I did message him and just say, you could have asked me. I would have taken it down. Because I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, screw you. No, I'm not going to take it down, blah, 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 blah. I would have taken it down. Which, by the end of, like, the conversation, he said he would see what he could do. I guess maybe about retracting it. I don't know. Hopefully he does. But YouTube took the video down. It's not up there. You can't go to the video and see a blocked by user or anything.
Yeah.
It's just down.
I got, she's nice about it, but it kind of irritated me. But
my thing is though, he's doing it to other people.
This is something we don't really. This is something me and her don't really agree on.
He's doing it to other people.
She wants to be nice about everything and like be, she wants to just be respectful of him. And I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it, and I don't like what he done. So I'm not going to speak a lot because this is her channel. But I have my own personal opinion that does not match hers about this guy.
He's doing it to other people too, though. That's kind of what threw me off about it in the email, and I kind of wanted to say that, like, you're taking other people's IG lives and putting them on your channel, like with Lisa, baby girl Lisa, and Rocco or Rico or what's his name? Rocco, I think. Like he's uploaded several lives of Lisa, Varia, Mary.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's something.
Hey, Monica.
That is something that is so rampant right now, and it's in the last couple of weeks. I've never seen such blatant hypocrisy from so many people. They're the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen in my life on YouTube. Some of these people on YouTube, I'm not saying any names, they are the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen in my life. Like, they will literally do something and make a living off of doing something to other people. And then when somebody does it to them, oh man, they can't take it. They can't handle it. They got to do something about it. It's unfair when somebody does the same thing to them that they do to other people. It's crazy.
2020 has definitely been a crap show. End of 2019, end of 2020, definitely been. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Cherie. Is it Cherie or Sherry? I'm not for sure how to say it. Good night, Jennifer.
Double standard. Like, have some self-awareness in life,
really,
man.
Courtney?
If you do something all the time, don't be... Too many people look at other people all the time and they judge.
And they don't think about their self. Like, am I doing it? Like,
and they never look at their self. Like,
hey,
it almost blows me away. I know somebody else in our personal life that is just... I mean, sometimes when they're talking to me or they're talking to us, I'm like, do they hear themselves talking? Like, how can they say this to us? Like, do they not realize what they do on a regular basis? It is crazy.
No self-awareness.
Like the self-awareness in this day and age is outrageous. I mean, it's almost non-existent. To find somebody that's self-aware and actually doesn't try to be a hypocrite.
Are we self-aware?
I hope so.
I think so.
I don't think I'm a hypocrite.
No, I don't think so.
I
try to be nice to everybody. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're a hypocrite. Well, I'm just kidding. You're not a hypocrite, not at all. I don't think I'm a hypocrite either. I mean, I talk crap about people. I talk crap about people behind their back. They can talk crap about me behind my back, and we're all fine. I don't care, you know.
But I also feel like if you have an issue, you'll say
Yeah,
something to their
I'll
face.
say it to
He'll
their
say it
face.
to
I'll
their
say
face
it
too.
behind
Unless I'm like, shh, don't stop it.
The only time I don't say something that I feel like needs to be said is if she tells me not to.
Yeah.
Or if she gets mad, and that's not a written rule in my life. Sometimes I'm going to override her and say it anyways, and just take her being mad at me. You know, sometimes it's worth it for me to say what I want to say to somebody, and she can just be mad at me. You know, she'll get over
it. Happy birthday, Bear. I'm 62. I could be your mama. You could be. My mom is 54. Yeah, she's going to turn 54 this weekend.
Tell her to read my comment.
Elizabeth, you could just cut it up into clips and do commentary in between from now on to avoid copyright. That's true. Okay. I actually done that because I thought, oh, people would like to see this. And it's an easy thing because sometimes I don't have a lot of time to work on YouTube because by the time the day is done, I'm tired. And I'm just like where I'm able to work. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, now I can work, but I'm sleepy. So it was like something easy, quick that I could do. And it beat me in the butt. Because now I have a copyright strike.
Yeah, I agree. Speak your mind. Like, say what's on your mind. That's what I want. If somebody thinks something about me or they got something on their mind, I want them to tell me. Don't hold it in and sit there and then go behind me and behind my back and this Sean's this and Sean's that. Like, say it to my face. If you got an issue with me, say it to my face. Like, tell me about it. Maybe I don't know about it. It might make me mad at first.
Oh, I appreciate that, babe.
But then later on, I'm going to think about it and I'm going to be like, man, what they said, true? You know, is it true? Do I need to work on that?
I am 32. 32? 33. I'm 33. Oh, we love you too.
Like, she says stuff to me and I'm like, and sometimes it makes me mad. And I'm like... But then later on, I start thinking about it. And I'm like, man, is she right? She almost never is, but I think about it.
You butthole. That's what we need to do is screen record the best parts. And then send it to me and I can commentate on it. You should have. He didn't think of you striking the video. You could be kind, but stand up for yourself. Yeah. Well, I did email him, and my message may have come off a little harsh because I was like, dude, not everybody in the world is a butthole. Like, I'm a nice person, and I would have definitely taken it down had you just contacted me. Like, my channel provides for my family, and now, like, if I get multiple strikes, my channel could be taken away from me because you was not courteous enough to just message me and ask me to take it down. You know, remember, not everybody in the YouTube community is a butthole. You know, some of us would be fine with like taking it down. And I'm like, you could have just asked. And he was like, so could you have? And I was like, oh.
I mean, come on.
But who really asked to put up IG Lives?
Yeah, I mean, he thinks he has a point there. I don't feel like he does. Because it's like, dude, everybody has everybody's lives. People got her IG Lives. You got other people's IG Lives on your YouTube. You're on TV. Like, not everybody's the type of person to fly to the other side of the world because they got told, you know, told no, that somebody doesn't want to marry him right then.
We're talking about Jeffrey from 90 Day Fiance, and my mom was 19 when she had me. I was born in 87. That is one thing that I kind of wanted to tell him is like, dude, you may be bigger than I am, but you obviously haven't realized yet that because he's like trying to sue people. Just put out like stories about him.
Sue everybody.
You know, and it's like, when you first start having people talk negative about you, that's your first thought, like, oh, I'm going to stop them. They can't do this. But they can, you know?
Yeah.
Like, most of the time, they can.
I say internet.
Like, it's very hard to just, I mean, if you could sue every person that said something that wasn't entirely correct or true about you, the world would be full of people getting sued.
And do we really want that? Because we'd be sued.
We'd be sued.
Y'all be
We would have
sued.
sued other people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody be sued.
because I put out stories all the time, and I try to make sure I say allegedly or according to media outlets. But sometimes you forget, and you may slip up. And I try not to. I try to be very respectful of people and what they have going on in life, even though I have to report on like craziness sometimes. But yeah, if he wants to be an actor, he's gonna have to forget caring about what people say and the stories that go out. Because I mean, look at all these famous people that literally have been pregnant multiple times, have died. Some of them have died. You know, people.
Multiple times.
The National Enquirer is like the worst with putting out like fake stories about people. You know, like they don't even know. Like I could call the National Enquirer and say, "Look, I had 2 babies with Brad Pitt," and tomorrow they would print the story. You know what I'm saying? Sources close to, you know, sources tell us that Brad Pitt has 2 children from when he was married to Angelina. You know, like
and, you know, the older I get, the more I'm like, if people are talking bad about me, I'm like, man, whatever. I don't care. Like it does not affect me. Like
I don't care that much anymore either.
Like that's something that people have to realize. Like what? Who cares? Like I'm providing for my family. I have goals in life, and my goals. Not one of my goals is to make everybody happy around me. You know, my goal is to make my family happy, make my wife and my kids happy, and make my keep myself happy, and provide a good life for us, and to be a good Christian. That sums up about all my goals in life. And it's not. I mean, people talking bad about. I don't have to jump and defend and sue everybody.
And a lot of what they say is not true, anyways. Like
Yeah.
from my personal experience with just this, 90% of what's been said about me, probably close to like 99.9% of what's been said about me, is not true. I mean, it was said that Sean used to pimp me out behind Walmart. They said he didn't have a neck. Clearly, he has a neck.
See that neck?
See that neck? So, like, it's just people just saying stuff just to say it. And my life is not affected by what they say. And that's another reason why I decided not to really get back on Twitter is because if I see it, I may think about it for a second and be like, oh my God, they think that? Or they're putting it out there for other people to see it. But for one, I realized most people don't pay it. Like, if somebody watches me and they're new to my channel, they're going to go based off what they see here, and they're not going to take, except Ed. Ed was not born with a neck. No neck Ed. From 90 Day Fiance.
I don't know he had a neck back in the day.
He did have a neck back in the day.
I don't know what happened
He outgrew it.
He lost it.
But
somewhere.
2 is, it kind of makes me giggle a little bit because it's like I'm moving on with my life, making money on my channel, and being productive and being successful and taking care of my family, while some people are like still stuck in a rut of trying to like spread gossip and lies about me.
Yeah.
So like their main focus, like there's people out there that get so caught up in other people, okay? Like, they just get caught up on people, and like their whole job now is to talk about people.
Yeah, you just can't let your
And it's
feelings
like,
get hurt.
no,
I mean, there's
so I don't care.
there's
Like somebody said that I was going to be fat because I'm eating a lot of cookies and stuff. And I'm like, okay. And
Yeah, I mean, when people talk about her, it makes me mad. I mean, it does.
I don't really care that
And
much.
I want to defend her. And if anybody was to talk about my kids, it would piss me off.
To an extent, because sometimes we can laugh about what they say.
Yeah,
if they're stupid with it,
If
if people's like stupid with the comments about our kid, like one time they was like, your kid smells like
corn dog,
hot dogs, Newports, and something, and that was funny to us.
But either way, people talking about me, it doesn't hurt my confidence. Like,
Good night, Jennifer.
I ain't never had no trouble. getting a girl that I want. I got her now, so I'm good. The only part there's one person in this world that can hurt my feelings. That's her.
Good night, Jody. Wait, are you saying bye or are you saying hello?
Yeah, it makes me mad when they talk about her too because so many things that are said that I know is completely
But
wrong.
the thing is you got to see it, and I think a lot of people notice this now, is that when you see stuff about me on Twitter, the people that are putting it out 9 times out of 10, they know that it's not true.
Yeah.
They're just hoping that you'll believe it.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's something I've come to realize even when defending her. I quit defending her a long time ago because I realized I was never going to win. Everything could be twisted into something else. So I just kind of gave up on it and I quit reading it because it makes me mad to see people talking about her, the mother of my children, and saying things about her that I know it's not true. But they can say whatever about me. I mean, I think it's funny. They don't know me. They don't know anything about me, and they can say I'm ugly or whatever. I mean, short. I don't care.
Yeah. So let's party. Candy's like, let's party. So yeah, it does me better to not be on Twitter. Honestly,
Yeah,
we
Kenny
had
can hurt my
$59 in super chats tonight.
Somebody-
You just nailed me in the back.
I'm sorry. Somebody got me.
He punched me in the back.
I did not punch her. If I punched her, y'all would know. Because she would not be in that chair anymore. Kenny can hurt your feelings, Sean. That is
Kenny
true.
is like, oh
That
my
is true.
gosh.
She can hurt my feelings quick.
Kennedy is like so about her dad. Like today, Sean was taking a bath and Kennedy hurt her leg. So I'm in the bathroom, like straightening my hair. He's taking a bath and Kennedy comes in there saying that her leg is hurt. And I'm like, oh, let me kiss it, you know? And she's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then she goes right over to him and she's like, hurt leg. And he's like, let me kiss it. And she like lifts her little leg up and he kisses it. And I'm like, come here, let mommy kiss. And she's like, no, like, will not let me kiss her leg.
She'll run straight by her mama and come to me and tell one of the boys for something.
Hey, Walker fam, thank you. Welcome to the Bass Bunch.
She is just a daddy's girl, but she does in like just to kind of, I don't know, bring things into perspective. Like when her mama's gone, she does whine for her mama. But when her mama's here,
she loves me,
and I'm here, she ain't got nothing to do with her mama. Unless I get on to her.
And this
when I whoop her or something, if I have to swat her on the butt. But a lot of times, even now, when I swat her on the butt, she gets mad at you.
She will. She's done that before.
She wants me to hold her.
Yep. Sean has literally got onto her before, and I'm like, come here. And she's like, no. It's really...
Yeah, she gets mad at her when I get onto her. So that's working out pretty good for me.
It's definitely working out awesome that he can get onto her, and she still is mad at me.
Yeah.
Emily said you need to design some hats for my merch. That would be cool.
Yeah. All right.
What do you need, Eli?
I'm going to go watch TV with Eli.
Oh, is that what he's waiting on?
Yeah, he's been waiting on me to go watch Green Arrow.
Thank you, Sandy.
I'll see y'all later.
Sean's got to go because we have a kid that is watching. Sean promised Eli that they will watch a movie together. So let me move this chair. Hold on. So anyways, he'll probably get on his phone. Never mind, I have his phone.
You take my extension cord?
Yeah, babe. I had to plug everything in.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, that is crazy, Butterfly Kiss is 13 years old. My sister is doing okay.
Are you recording after this?
I don't know. It depends on how I feel. If you're awake or if you're asleep or, you know.
Probably gonna be asleep.
My sister's doing all right. I actually found I remember you saying that, Kels. I remember you saying that y'all have been together since y'all were young. I actually found some pictures of Flossie when she was like maybe 12 or so at Caden's grandma's house. So, well, at the kids' grandma's house, but it's more so like Kate. So we have like a extra grandmother to the kids. And she's just a lady that we've known for several years. And she's the grandmother to a guy that I used to date years ago. And she's closer to Caden just because, like, when I was pregnant with Caden, after I had him, she used to babysit him and Paris too. But Caden, when he was a baby, he didn't go to Michael's parents' house. So he, like, when Paris would go to her grandparents' house on her dad's side, for the first 18 months of Caden's life, he didn't. So when I would work, he stayed with her. And sometimes Paris would stay with her, but sometimes she wanted to stay other places while I worked. So we have like this extra grandmother for the kids, but her and Caden seem to be closer. But anyways, I was at her house the other day. I brought Caden and we stopped by there, and I was going through some of her pictures, and I found some pictures of, what's crazy is I found some pictures of me and Flossie when we were younger at a festival in Robeline. And that was back before we really knew this woman. Like, our parents, my mom knew her, but we weren't close. And she was not really like, she wasn't in our lives at all at that time. But we were out, hey, Jess. Hey, I thought they said Jessica at first. Is it Janisa? I feel like I'm butchering names tonight. But, my mom kind of knew her, but we weren't like, she wasn't like part of the family yet. But we were just at a festival. She was taking pictures, and it just so happened she captured me and Flossie in some of the pictures. And I was kind of stunned because I was like, that's wild. Like, we didn't really know you back then, and you were just taking pictures, and you got pictures of us. So I sent Flossie the pictures, screenshot of some of the pictures. And it's crazy because she's built just like the way Paris is built today. Legs up to her neck. Like, I'm gonna go, I don't know where the pictures are. Kennedy did have a lot of fun for her birthday. We spent the day outside. So we got Kennedy. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cherie. I'm so sorry. We got Kennedy a the hearts are just, what is up with the hearts? Is everybody just doing hearts? Hey, girl. Oh, it was all the happy couples and stuff. Maybe that's what it is. So, now I completely forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
Can you hear that TV?
A little bit. Oh, so we got Kennedy a unicorn. One of those riding unicorns from like Walmart that comes in a stable. You can get them as a horse. You can get them as like the Paw Patrol guys. You can get them as that. Hey, Krista. Well, we bought one of those for her birthday because she really wanted one. And we threw a blanket over it, and we put it in my office, my film room. We put it in there. We threw a blanket over it. So the next morning, she manages, I will do a membership. I'm going to turn my membership in. I'm going to turn it on here in the next few days. I've had a lot of people ask about it. I can turn it on. I just haven't because I couldn't figure out what perks to set up for you guys. But I do know one of the perks is members only. Like, I can do chats with just the members where just the members can talk, you know. So I think that'll be one perk, and maybe do content exclusively for members. But we got her the unicorn, and I'll actually bring the unicorn in here. Hold on, let me go get it. I'm going to go get the unicorn. for you guys. So this is the unicorn. Let's see, hold on. And let me see. You can't really see it. Oh. It's super big and it's kind of heavy. And if you turn it on, obviously it'll go, but the little... And it has a little pedal down here, like a little pedal. And it holds up to like... It holds up to like, I think 65 pounds or something like that. Oh my goodness, I'm hitting everything. Hold on. It's huge. I should have wrote it in here, to be honest, rather than toting it. We had it put on charge. I'll have to put it back on charge, but every night we charge it. So she wanted one of those. I'm gonna do a video of her birthday and put it up on the Bass Chat channel. So if you're not subscribed to that channel, go subscribe to it. It'll be up in a few days, but she rides it. She loves it. So the morning of her birthday, yes, Elizabeth, I'm live. The morning of Kennedy's birthday, she managed to slip out of bed without me knowing, and she went and found the unicorn. So she comes right back running to me, and she woke me up, which normally she wakes Sean up, which I actually like that. No, that is, you ride it, like, you have to charge it at night, so the battery will be charged enough to ride it all throughout the day. Is the phone uneven? Because I feel like it is. So she pulls me out of bed and she's saying, unicorn, unicorn, mommy, unicorn. So I knew that she found it. And I was like, me and Sean both was like, we want to see her when she finds it. Like, we want to wake up before her, and we want to wake her up so we can take her in there for her to find it, right? But that didn't happen. She woke up before us, slipped out of bed, and managed to find it. So she comes and she's like, unicorn, no exercise. She just pushes a foot pedal, like on a electric four-wheeler or something. There's a foot pedal down, and you push it, and it goes. So I walk in there with her, and the blanket's still on it, though. The blanket is literally still on it. So I'm like, what? And she's like hitting the top of it. She's like, unicorn, mommy, unicorn. And I'm like, no, it's a desk. I'm like, this is a desk. And Coco was up underneath the blanket. I didn't see him at this point, but he throws the blanket off of me and goes, no, it's a unicorn. That's a unicorn in there. And then she goes, no, it's a desk. Shh, it's a desk. Shh. So I guess she like picked up on the fact that we were trying to we were trying to not say it, because at first she was like, unicorn. I was like, no, that's a desk. That's a desk right there, Kennedy. So she's like, okay. And then Coco throws the blanket off. He's literally up underneath it. I didn't know it. And he's like, no, that's a unicorn. It's a unicorn. And she's like, no, shh, it's a desk. Shh, it's a desk. So I'm like, all right, well, I like took it off, and they got it out and rode it, and we took it outside. And for her birthday, we had cake and ice cream outside, and whew. It's really fun. I like the unicorn. I have rode it, which the weight limit is like 65 pounds. So I didn't ride it very long, but I did ride it for a second. Yeah, the jersey, I think the ones they have, you have to like move up and down and that makes them go. Am I right? This one, she just does it with her foot. The only thing is, it doesn't have reverse. So she has to get off and turn it around herself, which she does do. She'll turn it around herself. And like sometimes during the day, she'll take it to the stable and push it up in the stable and she'll shut the door and she'll be like, unicorn home, unicorn home. But in one of the videos that I have of her riding it, I was like, can mama ride it? And she was like, no, mama, break it. Mama, break it. So she knows like my fat butt don't need to be on there because I might break it. That's what she told me, mama, break it. Oh, that's right. Yeah. We seen 24's little horsey on Jersey Shore a while back when Pauly D and then was riding around the house. Yeah, you do have to get off. Like if you run it into like into the wall, she'll get off, and she don't mind though. She literally will ride this thing up and down the house, and she'll turn it around when she needs to. I remember that where they were like literally like, they must have a bigger weight limit than this one though. Yeah. What? What? What are you doing? Why did you just do that? Kaden just ran and jumped on the couch and landed like this and was like, what you doing?
Right.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay. Well, I'm going to get up in just a second. Yeah. Which wasn't Ronnie on one of those things too? So, anyways, their new show is coming out soon. Double Shot at Love. I think that comes out. Maybe that's what comes out on the 11th. What do you guys think about the Mika Stauffer situation? Is it Mika or Micah? I think it's Micah Stauffer with the adoption and everything. I'm like blown away by that. Like the way they just like rehomed little Huxley. I do still have my P.O. box. Yeah. I'm blown away. I will be leaving it up. Yeah. Good night, Nicole. I'm about to go to bed too. I'm about to get off. I may record a video really quick after we get off so I can do some editing and put a few more things up because I had to take down my Jeffrey. Well, I didn't take it down. YouTube took it down. Just took it down. Micah. See, that's the thing too, is I wondered how people would feel that were adopted. Like, how does that make... Yeah, it's not a freaking... He's not a dog. And the fact that they made money off him and now he just... They just like took everything down of him, like on Instagram. Like, I get it, take down the videos of him because people were calling for that. People were saying like, take down all the videos of him that you're making money off of him. You know, take those videos down because you don't have the right to make money off this little boy anymore. So I get taking those videos down, but why did they take like the pictures of him down on their Instagram? Like, it was like they literally just erased him from their life. Let me see how many subs I have now. I'm surprised I hadn't hit 20K, honestly. Well, I'm really not. I should probably by tomorrow. Can you send it to me? I want to send you some stuff for your friend. Yeah, absolutely, Elizabeth. I'm pissed and I was adopted. I threw my parents so many curveballs, mental illness, legal trouble, expelled from school, but my parents kept that adoption like about. Yeah, that's the thing is when you go before a judge, don't you tell that judge that that child is like yours, like no matter what, that you will like deal with everything that's not, like my thing is like if that was their biological child, would they get rid of it? Now what are their biological children thinking? Like, ooh, if we become too difficult for mommy and daddy, they may rehome us. You know? I wonder if they think that. Because I don't know, I might would. If mommy and daddy got rid of one of my siblings that's been with us for 3 years, her sisters are prettier. I have much hate for Ruby. Let me see. I'm going to check. Okay, will you go put her put it back on charge, baby? Back up on the shelf and stuff. One of Ruby's kids was forced to sleep and I've been back for 7 months. What? Did y'all see the picture of Huxley with duct tape on his hand? Minus 25, I'm thinking of rehoming him. Would that be okay to do that? I think at 25, it's okay to rehome them. That's crazy. Definitely okay to rehome at 25. Wait. That is terrible. There was someone from the original adoption age questioned who it was with and the person qualified in home visits. I can imagine being one of the row. My dad adopted me when I was 3 or 4. Yeah, that's just crazy. Like, they hid it from the state CPS, made to sleep on the floor for 7 months. My kids, don't like, they will fall asleep on the floor, and I'm like, let's move them. You know, I don't want them to be uncomfortable. Or, like, if we wake up in the middle of the night and they don't have a blanket, like, completely covering them, and I think they may be cold, I'm, like, covering them up. Hey, dude.
Is my blanket in here?
Go look on the couch over there. If it's not, maybe ask Dad, because, hold on, guys. I should have got it before you went in there, or should have made Dad find it. Go, there it is. There you go, buddy. Mommy will be off in a little bit, okay?
Can you give me $10?
We'll see. Yeah, go lay down. I don't know why this is doing this.
He's laying down.
Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying.
He's literally laying down.
If they breathe too loud. Mine falls asleep in the toilet bed and I move him to my bed so he has more room to spread out. Yeah. I do not. Oh, now on YouTube it's saying I have 20K. But I do not understand people that can mistreat kids. Like, holy moly. Like, wrapping their thumb up in duct tape because they suck their thumb. Like, if my kid has an issue sucking their thumb, the thing is they're not going to be sucking their thumb when they're 15. You know, like, kids stop doing things at certain ages. Some will do things that others don't. Some take a pacifier. Some suck their thumb. Some don't do anything at all. You know, and if you feel like it's an issue and it's, you know, messing with their teeth, like, because they say sucking a pacifier, sucking a thumb will make their teeth, like, give them like an overbite. And if you feel like it's an issue, you know, try to catch them doing it and say, take your thumb out of your mouth. Go, you know, take their thumb out of their mouth, you know, and you just have to watch them, be consistent with it. You don't duct tape their thumb. Could you imagine walking around with, and what if it's a little too tight? Like, that is wild. I used to chew my fingernails really bad too. Yeah, they're going to, that's the thing is like, let me see. Oh, I can't see it. My daughter shook her thumb. She had to have braces. We tried all kinds of things, but not duct tape. Yeah, come on. It's just, I don't know. I do know that like the vice president of the adoption agency said they don't think Michael went through a adoption agency to rehome Huxley. They think that she may have just placed them with someone that she knew, which my thing is like, how do you know they're equipped to handle him? How do you know they're not going to turn around and do the same thing and say, oh, no, we're not ready for him. Give him to somebody else, you know. It's terrible. But they made a lot of money off of them. But now I looked at their Social Blade, you guys, and they're not earning anything according to Social Blade. Social Blade is showing that they have an estimated earning income for this month and this year of nothing. So it's really hit them hard. And even if that's not really the case and it didn't take away all their income, guaranteed it took out a large amount of their income. Thank you, Abigail. Thank y'all. Well, see, I said a while ago they're not still going to suck their thumb at 15, but maybe they will. Kim said hers still does sometimes, so maybe so. Yeah, I used to bite my nails so bad when I was little, and I think it's because, I think it was my nerves. I was like a nervous kid back in the day when I was little. Yeah, that's what I said, Matt. Like, it's showing that they're making nothing, and the reason why is because they've removed all of the videos with Huxley. So that interferes a lot with what Social Blade says that they're earning. Now, I don't think they're not earning anything, but guaranteed their income has probably been cut in half. They lost a lot of sponsorship deals, and removing those videos, they will no longer get views on them. So, yeah, so. But anyways, you guys, it's midnight here. I want to try to record at least one video. And so I'm going to get off. I do appreciate everyone that tonight, this whole time, we had at least like 100 viewers, or a little bit upwards of 100 viewers. So I do appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me tonight. Make sure on your way out, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And I do want to say I read Liam Messer's book on my Patreon. It took us 2 nights to read it, and we finished it. I will be reading it on here as well, because I was asked by a lot of people, you know, that can't afford to join my Patreon. They asked for me to read it here too. So I'm going to read it here in the next few days. I'll be starting that. It'll probably take us a little longer than 2 days on here, because on my Patreon, I was live one night for about 2 hours or so. But it probably shouldn't take us no more than like three streams to finish it. So make sure if you want to catch me reading Liam Messer's new book, it does have a lot of interesting stories in it that kind of make you realize or understand why she is the way that she is. It was a good book. I liked the book. Of you guys that read the book with us, did you guys like it? I will be turning on the membership thing sometime this week. Sean tried to do it for me the other day, but we couldn't think of perks. So, but we'll start that up sometime this week. For anybody that wants to be a member, I welcome that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can, once you hit like a certain amount of subs, you can do membership. I'm going to do that. Don't feel pressured to do it, you know, obviously. But I have had a lot of people ask me for it. It's just another way that people can get like exclusive content. And it's also another way to like help monetize the channel. So, Courtney, I don't think so. What did you say? I don't have any words blocked on here, I don't think. How much is the book? Oh, how much is the membership? Well, there's different levels to the membership, right, Sean? Do you remember the lowest amount for the membership?
We never said it.
We never set it. We can set it.
I think we're gonna set it for like $5 a month or something.
Probably like $5 a month, like
$10,
$5 maybe.
$7.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What was Courtney's comment? In reality, I think they were making a shitload of money if the videos were still on. Oh, definitely, Courtney, definitely. They had to remove videos that have millions of views, you know, so they're definitely gonna. No, it didn't. It didn't take that out. You can do custom emojis with memberships as well. So there are things that like automatically you can get. Like I can do community tab posts and put them only for the members, which I thought was cool. I can do videos and make it where only the members can talk. So I thought that was pretty cool. We're getting off, Rebecca. It's midnight here, and I want to have time to at least record one video. So thank you to everyone that hopped on tonight. I still have 96 people on watching, and I have 98 likes. So I appreciate you guys. If you have not hit the like button, make sure you do that. Do that before we hop off. Butterfly kisses. I can see you. None of my comments are showing up. I can see you, but YouTube has been taking comments for some reason. Apparently, I missed all of Tammy's comments, and she thought we were ignoring her. So if you put comments and I don't see you, don't just know that I'm not trying to ignore you on purpose. I try to see as many comments as possible and respond to as many as possible. You guys know I'm not trying to. Hey, Kimber, I'm not far from you. Not far from you at all. Yeah. And what's crazy is I think some people saw Tammy's comments and some people didn't. I don't know. It's really weird. But thank you to everybody that hopped on tonight. I'm going to get off. Thank you so much for celebrating my 20K stream tonight. The Patreon is not the same as membership. That's different. And yes, make sure you enable your notification bell because YouTube has been turning them off. And YouTube has also unsubscribed people as well. So check to make sure you are still subscribed. Check to make sure you are still, you have the notification bell hit. And when I get the membership situated, I'll make a post on my community guideline. Okay? Thank you, everybody, and good night. Bye.